Okay, so these are duck eggs. These are our khaki Campbell duck eggs, not our Peking ducks. The Peking ducks make these huge, look like goose eggs that are very rich and thick, much more thicker than the chicken eggs. And so I'm going to actually prepare a few of these for Caaliyah's puppies. Instead of making it, just putting it in there raw, I'm actually going to clean these up and throw them in the microwave and make them scrambled. Just because these are new, these khaki Campbell eggs, you know, I'm not sure how clean they are. And, you know, there's always the risk with raw eggs. And since I'm introducing something for the first time, I'll go ahead and scramble them. And once we get a rhythm with the khaki Campbells, I don't mind feeding them raw. But in this case, I'm just going to put the eggs in the sink, literally wash the shell off, so in case there's any contaminant that I can get it off, crack it open, throw it in the microwave, and feed them a nice protein breakfast. So let me go ahead and clean these off. Okay, so here are the eggs after I've washed them off. These again are the khaki Campbell eggs, and look at this one, so oddly shaped. Eggs are perfectly imperfect. They can come in different sizes, I guess, depending upon the duck, and certainly they come out longer or elongated sometimes. It's pretty interesting. The other thing to note is that the ducks, they lay white eggs, whereas the breed of chickens that we have, what do we have? Rhode Island Reds, Isas, and I forget the Frizzles. They all lay brown or some semblance thereof. They're not necessarily white, so you can easily identify a duck egg. But these are probably equivalent in size to the chicken eggs as opposed to the Peking. The Peking ducks are closer to this and just rounder, not so elongated. I can imagine what the duck went through to lay this egg. But again, I've got them cleaned off. Now I'm just going to crack them, put them in a bowl, and actually scramble them up. Okay, my eggs are in the bowl, and I'm just scrambling it up. I'm not sure how many eggs that was. 7 maybe. I just kept grabbing them out of the bucket that Greg brought in. But big shout out to our family member Geraldine. She just picked up her puppy, and she is the one who gifted us the khaki Campbell ducks. 14 or 15, I can't remember. May have been 16. There was a lot of them. They literally came in a box in the mail. We went to the post office, picked up a box full of ducklings that were just hatched, I think, the day before they were mailed to us. And it took a day to get there, so they were either 2 or 3 days old when we picked them up. Newly hatched. It's quite exciting. And she did a search where she found a calculator to determine when they would start laying eggs. And she wasn't too far off. But they recently just started laying the eggs about a week ago. Yeah, I think it's been a week. And now it's exploding. We go out there, there's eggs everywhere. Some of them have decided to put them in the little hut that we have. But there are eggs elsewhere where I think they're just like, oh, I gotta lay, and just lay the egg. But this has been a tremendous help because we don't have to buy these eggs anymore. We're not using the ducks for meat at this point, but they definitely produce. This, along with the chickens, provide us more than a dozen eggs a day, which is pretty cool. We can't even keep up with the consumption because we do feed them to the dogs, but sometimes I might get them later in the day after we've already fed the dogs in the morning, so they might not get it until the afternoon or the evening. But it helps out a lot. And people don't realize we also have rabbit. So we do feed the rabbit to the dog. So there's a lot of work going on that we still haven't shared because it's a juggle. It's a struggle. But it's been great being able to harvest even the smallest things like eggs and meat on our property, and we're just getting started. I mean, we haven't even scratched the surface. So, all right, I'm gonna pop these in the microwave. No, I'm not gonna sit there and pan fry them or anything. I'm just gonna microwave this bowl and then give it to the puppies. Okay, so I scrambled the eggs up. Actually, it was much more than this. This is only a third left. Scrambled them up in the microwave with this bowl. I took some ground turkey and some goat's milk, blended it, and poured it into this big bowl. I just forgot to turn the record button back on. But what I'm gonna do is blend the rest of this up. They could eat it like this, but I got a meeting coming up in 10 minutes. I need them to suck this stuff down and be done with it so I can get on with my day. So I'm gonna finish preparing this, then get it to them, and then I have to start my 9 to 5. Okay, so yeah, it's a bit much. They have jumped in the bowl. I guess I have to get a bigger bowl now because this has gotten to the point where they're jumping in. That's Asha. That's their mama. She's so skinny now. We gotta keep her away. Anywho, I think this was a success, and I have to go rescue a few that are now swimming.